I am here to have make a bet, and I'm here to be on the right side of the percentages of that bet. I said, that's what I do, folks. That's what you're paying me for. That's why you're in these sessions, and that's what I do. So what's the difference? I'm not a gambler. I'm not a gambler. I'm a technical player that slices and dices everything that goes on a daily basis, on a second to second basis, slices and dices and come up with an advantage, at least what I feel is an advantage, uh, and then make the play.
In terms of that, though, like the differences between when you started your career and you're starting your career as a trader in the pits and within that energy in the room and the other traders in the room, you're able to read the order flow in the room because it's happening there and then in the room versus today where you're trading from screens remotely. If you want to read the order flow, you're using like level 2 charts, for example. You're not really getting that emotion, direct emotion. But as someone with your experience, potentially you're getting that from the actual candlesticks and the way that the moves are printing within the technicals versus what it used to be
Correct.
in the pits. Is there similarities that bridge the two?
Well, yeah, there is. There is. Again, the specialist system was prominent. They dictated the flow. They had to buy and sell orders that were above and below the market on what's called a specialist book. And, depending on the level of player you were, uh, i.e., the size of the order flow you used to have, when you went into a specific trading crowd, you want to know where the supply and demand is. Now, that wasn't public knowledge. But if you were a sizable player and had sizable order flow and you went into a trading stock, they know you meant business. And so they would help you and speak to you about where the order flow was. Where was the supply? Where was the demand? Okay, if you had a large buy order, you wanted to know where the supply was, and vice versa. So, in this day and age, there are different ways to navigate that.
Mhm.
And one of them is there's a Superdome that we have and display every day on our sessions, and it's a Superdome. And a lot of the firms offer these domes, but these domes are not. This is a Superdome, and it shows the size of the order imbalances. Every depends what bar you're in, but if you're on a Nasdaq bar, it's 3,000 ticks I have set up, and 3,000 ticks will show in a 3,000 tick bar. It will show you the order imbalances with the size.